What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about, yes, the character that we see in the Ahsoka series in the image that you see right here. But before we do get into it, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. Don't forget, I also have a membership program. Make sure to join one of them, as there's 3 tiers to that. I also have a merch store, as you guys have been asking for that. Finally got that out, so make sure to go get your merch. And as always, once you're done watching this video, make sure to go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. So last week I put out a poll and it was about the character that you see here, which we see in the Ahsoka trailer that's been lingering as, we got this back at Celebration. And I asked you guys if you wanted to know who this character is, and many of you, or majority of you, said yes. So today we're going to be talking about who this character is as a source close to me, who was actually on the set and saw who the character is and gave me the full scoop. Now, I do want to say this. If you're not interested in learning who this character is, you might want to leave the video now. But if you are one of the ones who are curious and were a part of the polls and voted yes, or you're just curious because, you're at the right place at the right time, yeah, stick around. So, one of the biggest questions is, who is this character? Now, many of you have speculated in the past, and we've done videos here, and this is before I even knew anything, and not really knowing who the character really is, as you can't really make out the character because they're dressed in all black, and you really can't tell who it is. And a lot of people and a lot of you guys have been leaning towards the one character, and that is of Starkiller, or at least that was kind of the rumor that was out there, and one can definitely lean towards that route, as many of us would love to see Starkiller in canon. Now, I know it wouldn't be the Starkiller that we want or get from the video games, but it would definitely be something that they could have added to the canon at some point, and I think that this would have been the best way to do it, because it would also be another apprentice that would have been under the microscope of Vader, who was once Anakin versing Ahsoka. So that would be Anakin slash Vader's apprentices battling, or, duking it out. But I have the answer today as to who this character is. And you guys definitely know we've seen this character in the Clone Wars. Yes, it is none other than Barriss frickin' Offee. Yes, I said it. Barriss frickin' Offee. Just take out the frickin'. It's Barriss Offee. So it ended up being that the source close to me that was on the set, that was very close on the set, ended up telling me that the shot that we see here when it comes to Barriss Offee's character ends up being a flashback, as we see Ahsoka versing Ray Stevenson's character in the trailer, and it ends up being that that's the world between worlds, and ends up that Ahsoka actually goes to a place in time where Barriss Offee is indeed alive and an Inquisitor, and they actually fight, as we see in the trailer or image here as I'm presenting to you, and they actually have a conversation which ends up solidifying who the character is behind the helmet, which ends up being Barriss Offee. Now, the last time that we did see Barriss Offee, it was in Season 5 in the finale, where there was a bombing at the Jedi Temple, which ended up being Barriss Offee, where she does fight Anakin as well, and we see her stand trial, where we see Ahsoka seeing her friend stand trial. Now, it makes sense that they would use her character, as her story was unfinished. And remember, this show is going to be not just epic, but emotional as well, as Dave Filoni had put it, a religious experience, as well as we will see a lot of characters, as we've talked about in previous videos, that will show up that we probably wouldn't even guess to show up, that we're probably not even talking about, but we will talk about here on the channel in other videos. But this one makes the most sense, as Ahsoka and Barriss Offee were close up until Barriss did bomb the Jedi Temple. As she said it, she felt betrayed by the Jedi, and she even says it when she stood trial, how they were the ones that got them into the war. But this is one that I think many of us knew about Barriss Offee, because again, she never died, at least in canon and in the Clone Wars. So she just simply, again, got arrested. But I'm excited to see her unfinished story be told in the Ahsoka series, and can't wait to see what her fate ends up being in this flashback. And maybe, just maybe, it ends up being that Ahsoka, Barriss Offee's friend, finishes her off and ends her story in the Ahsoka series, where we finally get to see it in live action, just like we're going to be getting a lot more in this series. But comment down below, guys. Let me know your thoughts and theories. Are you excited that Barriss Offee is back and will be the Inquisitor that will be facing Ahsoka? And I also want to ask you guys, would you have rather have wanted it to be Starkiller, but a watered down version of Starkiller that wouldn't be the one from the video games? That's for you guys to decide in the comment section. For more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. Don't forget, I have a membership video. I have Star Wars merch that definitely you want to get your hands on, as it is the Eternal Sith that you will be rocking. And as always, the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.